PVT. A little bit of both. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have Dragon Kitesy Gaming's herO, number 1 seed of the tournament and probably the favorite. I would say pretty much definitely the favorite to win today. His opponent in the upper right-hand corner going to be challenging him, maybe trying to get a cheeky win here. It is the Blue Terran, Percival. Percival has made it into a few GSLs. Certainly no slouch, but I gotta say, it hasn't had the most impressive results more recently. I think it's going to be very, very difficult for Percival to overcome the Titan that is herO. herO actually almost getting that SCV, but Percival stopping him. But I would like to see some slick builds out of Percival. I wonder if he's got any builds up his sleeveys here. That could potentially throw herO for a bit of a loop. herO's a hard one to pull one over on. So it's a tough strat to go for. I haven't seen Percival in a bit, though. I feel like it's been maybe a couple months since I've cast a Percival game, so excited to see what he's got. I just took down Han Mono, which I think was probably the expected result, but it was a 2-1. It was a close series. Han Mono, very solid Terran. We saw Han Mono play in a really fun series against Creator last week. I don't remember if that was in this or if it was in the ESL Open Cup. Either way, it was a fun one. Seems we have a macro game here. So Percival not going for anything crazy. Neither is herO. I think it'd be silly for herO to go for something super crazy against a player that he's favorited against. But, you know, herO sometimes does the crazy builds, so could happen. The Marine decides to run away, and actually 2 SCVs is going to go down to this first Adept plus the Probe. Probe doing just enough damage to these SCVs with the Adept can 2-shot them. Now the bunker isn't done, so the Marine can't really help that much. Actually just gets canceled by Percival. Is the whole point of the bunker is to stop this from happening. Now, can you tell me why the flames don't hurt this Marine? Where's the friendly fire damage? Where's the splash damage? Oh, Probe goes down as well. herO with the wall off and the Stalker here. This is to stop the Hellions from being able to sneak in. But they're going to sneak in another way. They are going to try to get in with the medevac. And you know what? herO doesn't really have anything here. He just lifted up, or he didn't lift up in the prism. I guess he just built the prism. So the Hellion's going to be able to get some decent damage done on these probes. Good target fire. 6 probes going down. All 4 Hellions still alive. Going to keep dropping in the main. There is a prism heading to the other side of the map, but it's not doing anything right now. This is 8-10 workers. Oh my god, this proxy for Percival is doing so well. The question is, what does he have back at home? The answer right now is 5 Marines and almost a siege tank. And herO is getting ready to jump into this base with the prism. The tank needs to be in position, and ooh, it's just kind of hanging out down here. SCV's getting pulled to help out in the fight. Does the tank want to siege up here? I feel like it might be too late. Oh my god, more SCVs getting pulled. herO putting on a lot of damage. These Hellions still exist. Not a lot in here to deal with them. Some more good target fire, but oh man, 20 SCVs have gone down. Despite all the damage these Hellions have done, herO is just killing everything. Look at this poor bunker. It's just empty and in the wrong spot. Percival isn't going to have any unit producing structures. GG gets called. And despite a solid opening there from Percival with all those probes going down, herO is just like, well, but I have units that actually do well in a fight. And that is the danger when you go for early game aggression like that. Hellions, so good against probes, terrible against every other Protoss unit. So all herO really had to do was like build a bunch of units and attack. And in that game, it seemed so easy to do. We're going to Gressfon for game number 2. If the tank came out and sieged up 10 seconds earlier, I think if that tank had sieged right when it popped out, maybe if it popped out like on the inside where it could have sieged and covered a little more ground, it could have been perfect, like a perfect defense for Percival, but it kind of popped out on the wrong side, went down the ramp a little bit, and then by the time it was fighting, too many Marines had died, SCVs had already started going down. It was not a good spot for him. But let's get into game 2. And, well, hope things go maybe a little differently. Just to keep it spicy, keep it entertaining. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner, we do have the Dragon Kitesy Gaming Protoss in the red. herO. His opponent in the upper left-hand corner in the blue is Percival. I have a feeling we'll have another macro opening here, but could be something a little bit cheeky. Last game was a macro opener, but the proxy starport, always a fun one. I feel like I haven't seen that in a while, so kind of cool to see Percival bust that one out here. Because it hasn't been seen in a while, I feel like herO was really caught off guard by it. I also like that herO is probe scouting. I feel like he usually does this against Terran, but he wants to make sure there's nothing super cheeky coming out of Percival. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention for a second there. Discovered I'm mildly bleeding. Make sure everything's okay. Don't worry, I'm doing fine. Accidentally scratched the scab. RIP the healing process. What is this Zealot doing? herO just sending a Zealot across the map. You love to see it. Zealot gonna go ahead and get a cheeky kill. Right now, Percival doing a Marine micro challenge. And now it's Stalker micro challenge time. Oh my god, it's time for the Adept. 2 Hellions on the way, but they're not here quite yet. These Marines are going to have a tough time. The lack of a bunker for Percival is painful. And it feels like that was the Zealot's job, was to stop a bunker from happening. Hellions are out. They're going to try to just run around. They're like, actually, we'll just leave. Haha, chase me. Chase me. Chase me, herO, chase me. Hero's like, oh, damn. I had to wall off real quick. He does get the wall off, though, so the 2 Adepts not going to be able to make it out. Gonna have to run away. Oh, cheeky Adept coming back across. It does take 3 shots for an Adept to kill an SCV. Not the most dangerous thing in the world, but gets one and gets out. herO getting into Blink +1 and 3 more gates? Is that... Oh, this is 4 gateways of Blink and +1 from herO. No Robo with this, but could potentially see herO put some pressure on as Blink finishes up in just a minute or so here. Oh, taking the 3rd base with it. So if he does decide to put that pressure on, it won't be super committed. Percival's Hellion gonna spot that, the one that lived. The Hellion that lived. Oh no, Hellion, run away! 6 hit points. Get out of there. Survive. Stim combat shields here from Percival. No +1 though. I'm not seeing an engineering bay. I think that's a crucial part of the attack usually. Salvaging the bunker as he spots that 3rd base. Yeah, herO can't really put too much pressure on without going for a heavy commitment. Cute micro from herO, but more importantly, he's just going to spot that this is coming across the map. Has killed a couple of Marines. Tank's going to siege up. There's some SCVs here to help repair them as well, but Super Shield Battery turns on for herO. He is happy to fight in this situation right now. Fake Immortal and a fake Colossus. Going to try to draw some fire here, and herO just cleans that attack up. Crushes through it. Oh, might even be able to catch a tank that's trying to retreat up this ramp. Percival kind of baiting a little bit, though. The tank gonna need some damage. It will go down. Will that be enough for herO to keep pushing this? He blinks forward again. I think the answer is maybe, yeah, there's no bunker here. Percival regretting salvaging that bunker, perhaps. But that being said, herO doesn't really have many units here. Gonna try to target down Marauders, but the medevacs are out finally. Keeping these Marauders topped up. The fake Colossus goes down. But herO's on 3 bases. He's got a lot of mining right now. Percival's 3rd just started. It's actually so painful, the lack of 3rd behind this. Gives herO such an economic advantage. 49 to 61 probes. Ooh, we have a cheeky drop in the main from Percival, but a recall from herO and a warp in, and he is good to defend. And at the same time, some Zealots dive in here. These are charge lots. Getting on top of the worker line, forcing a big SCV pull, getting a few worker kills. Might even get the supply depot to go down. Nope, Percival going to get on the repair. Good work, Percival. Here behind this, just getting into like Immortals. You get the Warp Prism out now, but doesn't have any follow-up tech. Very, very low tech out of herO, as he's getting that +1 armor finished up to take an upgrade lead over Percival, who I don't think has, yeah, no +1 armor on the way. Just trying to get into a Ghost Academy, some concussive shells out. But herO ends up kind of way ahead here. About 20 supply ahead. A lot of it in workers. Actually, the same amount in workers as is in army. Big charge lot run by. Going to get some good damage here. 8 kills. I've got the Zealots hitting on one side, the Stalker army hitting on the other. With the Immortal here too, so the Marauders are not all that in a bag of chips anymore. The Zealots coming in from the top, and I think this might just be too much Protoss here. I don't know if Percival can hold on for too long. Widowmine gets a good shot, but the Zealots just chipping away at this as the third CC goes down. All of the SCVs that were at it going down as well. And herO can just resupply. Yeah, there's still a bit of an army here, but herO's still up in army supply. And I have a feeling that is not likely to change. Oh, the medevac that was full of units goes down. GG gets called. And herO takes the game.